almost finished with my free roll of PLA white filament that they gave. Just starting a new print, and I'll show you what the design of that is. That is, where's my mouse? That's funny. My mouse is usually like way over there. Alright, open up. Cure, I think it's still in Cure, right? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's not. Okay. So let's see, open file. Okay, there it is. Remote holder, right there. You can see. So that right there is a new thing that I made. So of course it's got the "What's up, guy?" Oops. "What's up, guy?" garage, YouTube insignia on there. We'll see. What that is for batteries, hard drive, remotes, handful of pens that I've got, a ruler. So all that stuff right there is going to be organized right onto that. Right there. Oh, and these things right here. It's alright, it's kind of hard moving around on this rug. But, yeah, then these little adapters. There's also another adapter somewhere around here. I don't know where it is right now. But, yep, just trying to get some organization going on. Looks like that filament's getting close. That's the print. Coming out mint. First time change out coming up. I'm actually going to switch over to the wood. I think that'll work pretty good. It's getting there. I'm actually not sure what to do. I'm just going to figure it out. Should be pretty easy. Not sure what it's going to do. You can see, it's just about ready to get to the end. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's going home. Alright, so it says on the screen, error, change filament. So, how am I supposed to change it? I don't know. So, what I decided to do was, I'm just holding the filament in the end and see what happens. Don't know if that's going to work or not. It's doing something. Alright, so Let's try it again. Zoom print. Parse print. Let's see. I think that's it. Zoom print. Alright, so what I did is I did end up pulling the rest of that out, which seems fine. So I put it, I went back to the info screen and hit resume print, and it seems to be working. Guess we'll see in a second. So it looks like it's heating up. I've got the bed actually manually set to 30 and filament's going to 200. Right on the filament you can see the temperature that it's looking for, 175 to 220. So got it right in the middle in a sense. It's getting there. Be interesting to see if this starts back up. I've seen it do that before. It'll dodge down a little bit, but then it jumps back up. So let's see. Just hit 200. It's printing it. I can see it. So this is when the color change is going to happen, I guess. Cool. There it goes. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can zoom in. So you can see the actual color change. There it is. Well, it seems to have worked. So I guess we'll see real soon if it really worked. First color change or filament change of What's Up Guy Garage. So this is actually my first double-digit hour print, I'd say. I think the software said something about it being 15 hours, and obviously I'm not staying up for that, but it's coming out. too bad. Not too bad. I like it. It's definitely getting there. Got, you know, like the typical little couple clean off things that I gotta do, but this thing's looking mint. I like it. So you can see how long it's been going for so far. It's I think it's pretty much halfway there. I think it's supposed to be 15 hours. I actually did custom slow the machine down to 84% instead of having it be at the 100%, because what I was noticing is in the very beginning, once I switched over to this wood filament is definitely a different type of filament. It reacts differently. That white filament, you know, the stuff that came with the machine, believe it or not, that stuff is actually not bad. This stuff right here, this is all I got left. So yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I'm psyched. So, but yeah, we'll see if this thing is, well, actually, it's not going to be printing by the time I wake up, but it'll be done. So, there it is. Custom design. What's up in our garage? Stay tuned, more to come.
2,000 years later.
Actually, that's where it stopped. Anyway, that's a number, something or other. This is what's called G-code. There are tons of lines of G-code. I mean, you can see this. And I'll even scroll down. So, I mean, yeah. So trying to find where a file stopped printing at, which is right there. I did actually find, so here's the deal. So you can see right there, number of lines. Tools for noobs, in a sense that's what I am, because I wanted to just try to find where the G-code failed, which was pretty much right there. That can't be all the code. I think it's more than that. This is where my model left off, in a sense. It was over in this area here. It basically missed printing the rest of this, but I'll show you this. There's actually a couple of other problems. And this is just learning the realization of why I ended up buying a digital caliper, just to make it so life was easier. I ended up buying this caliper here, didnt, I think that's how that's done. I started just, you know, trying to fit things. So the way this was working is it was holding 2 batteries, a hard drive, remote for the TV, remote for the Roku. This was supposed to be for pens, in which, focus. These are the pens right here that were supposed to fit in these holes there, and unfortunately, they don't. So when I originally measured with my other caliper, I wasn't paying attention. I was just going too quick. And I thought I was reading what the width was. And I ended up coming out with 10 millimeters, which is what this hole actually is. The inner diameter of that hole right there is 10 millimeters. Well, unfortunately, that's the actual measurement. That literal 0.21 made it so obviously the pens aren't going to fit, and for some strange reason I was just thinking that when I did 10, I actually thought that that was just giving it enough of a gap, but obviously it didn't. So anyway, so that's where the print failed. I guess in some ways it's a good thing, because the other thing that doesn't fit is my ruler. And because the ruler was supposed to slide down into that slot right there, and it's literally just like, I don't know, let's see. I think I measured that at 30. And the actual ruler is right there. So it's all those tolerances that I'm learning, especially now that I've got a more accurate caliper, that designing things, it's going to work a lot better. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going to throw this away. This, I mean, it's functional for now. But I am going to make another one. It was cool to see the division in the filament. That change was actually really easy. And so this is that Hatchbox wood PLA filament. So, and it's pretty cool. I'm also noticing that, you know, I should, you know, make my infill a little bit better so that things are a little bit stronger, which is fine. But I mean, once this had this top cap on, it actually probably wouldn't have even mattered. So actually, so the infill on this, where I've got it, I think, set to 10% infill and then stepped up by 2. And what that means is that as it gets further away from the bottom, the infill decreases. And then as it gets closer to the top, the infill increases to create a more solid platform. Yeah.
A few moments later.
So what I'm guessing about 3D printing G-code or whatever it is, that it's kind of almost like a snowflake. So when your software or your program slices what you've designed or what you've modeled or whatever, meaning that the two codes, if you had sliced two things side by side or one after the other, it's not going to be the same, which was why I ended up having a problem trying to decipher. I mean, I literally found the lines of where things should go together, but because the two G codes were different, like a snowflake, it wouldn't work. I could not get the printer to start printing from where it left off. When the original slice, apparently it just didn't have all the information on it. That's something that I just learned that you've got to check. So just take that extra step. After you've sliced something, once you transfer that to your memory card or your little chip, just go ahead and open it back up in your slicing software. Just like do a drag and drop. You don't have to reslice it. Just do a drag and drop, and then you can pretty much check everything right there. You can either just, you know, play it through or go to that, you know, that printhead view or x-ray view or whatever, and just make sure that everything's there. So it was actually my fault because I didn't take that extra step. Like I said, this is just me. What's up, Guy Garage? Just learning how to do 3D printing. Thanks for watching.